Welcome to this tutorial on how to apply for the Home Performance Contractor Network, referred to as the HPCN for short. In this video, I will be covering the steps to apply to the network, as well as providing an overview of what you can expect once your company is accepted into the registration process. I will be walking us through the steps live on my screen, so you can follow my cursor as I explain each step. Let's get started. I have already navigated to homeperformance.ca in my internet browser. From the main page, I'm going to hover my mouse over the Contractor Network tab and click on About the Network from the drop-down menu. It is possible that you may have navigated directly to this web page and skipped the main page altogether. That works as well. We strongly encourage all contractors to review the information on this page before applying. It outlines important eligibility requirements and benefits of joining the HPCN. You can also click on the Learn More buttons under the sector or sectors that you're interested in applying for. This will take you to our detailed guides, which provide an overview of the registration process for each sector. Once you have read the information and are ready to apply, you can find the Apply Now button at the bottom of the guide or back on the main web page. Either button directs to the same place, so let's click on that now. Clicking on the Apply Now button opens a new window to the application form. Before we begin filling out the application, note that you will need to have your business information ready, such as your GST number, business license number, and WorkSafe BC account number. Once you begin the application, you will not be able to save your progress until all information is submitted. It will take about 10 minutes or less to complete the application. We can see instructions reminding us that this application must be completed by a company representative who will be the primary contact person. For our video tutorials, we are going to use an imaginary business and contact person. We'll call her Sally Smith. I'm going to enter Sally's work phone number and her work email address. Then create a new password. Make sure you save this password somewhere, as you will need it for the duration of your membership in the HPCN. Then click Next. The next step is going to ask for more business information. We will enter a business name for Sally. Note that it is asking for the legal business name. If your legal business name is different from the name you do business as, make sure to enter both. For sector enrollment, choose at least one sector to begin your registration. You can always enroll in additional sectors in the future, as long as you are eligible. Select the subsectors that apply to your business. Remember, you must directly employ installers for these sectors to be eligible. If you subcontract out all of the work for a sector or subsector, you are not eligible to register for it. Next, we will enter the mailing address of the company, and then complete the additional information requested. We can see that optional items are clearly labeled, so the other fields are all mandatory. For business number, GST number, and number of crews, you can hover your mouse over the black question mark for further instructions. Then click Next to move to the next step. You will now be asked to select your company's service area. The choices are first organized by area, then regional district, and then by individual municipality. When you select an area, a new menu will open below to select the specific regional districts and municipalities that you service. The municipalities that you select in this section of your profile will reflect how your company is listed in the search results for the network search tool. You can edit your service territory in the future. Select only the municipalities that you service and hold valid business licenses for as applicable. You will be asked to provide these licenses prior to finishing your registration. Then click Next to move to the next step. This page asks you to select how you heard about the HPCN. Make your selection and click Next to move to the final stage of the application. Review the information and agree to each statement by clicking on the checkboxes. There are links with more information if you are unsure what the statement is referring to. Note that you must agree to all 4 statements in order to submit your application. Once you are ready, click on the Submit button. You have successfully created your application to the HPCN. The information you entered is now saved, and a profile has been created for your company. Further action is still required to continue your registration process, which we will cover in the next section of this tutorial. Once you've completed your application, you will automatically be brought to what we call the portal. The portal is where the company contact will manage all accreditation criteria, their employees' qualifications, and submit training reimbursement requests. The HPSC will also track the ongoing management of contractors through the portal. Since we have just completed the application, we were automatically signed into Sally's company profile. Next time Sally visits the portal, she may be prompted to log in again before she can access this page. Let's quickly see what that would look like. I'm going to log Sally out so we can see what the sign-in process looks like. We have included the link to this page in the video description below. If you are on a private computer, you can also keep the box marked "Remember Me" to avoid logging in again. We will enter Sally's email and password that we created in the application form. This time when we log in, we are taken to the main landing page where you can see the sectors your company is enrolled in and your contact information as it was entered in the application form, which you can change at any time. Since we enrolled Sally in the HVAC sector, we see that listed here. If Sally wanted to sign up for additional sectors with the HPCN, she can start that process by clicking Enroll in a new sector to view available sectors. The next step is to click on View Details for each of the sectors Sally is enrolled in to complete the registration process. The registration process has different requirements depending on the sector, so we have developed sector-specific videos to walk through the remainder of the tutorial. Click on the link in the description below for an overview of the sector or sectors that apply to you. Or if you're feeling ready to start your application, follow the Apply Now link in the description.